Hey everyone. 1 second, I didn't set sacred space. Please pause. I actually just pressed record. So we're going to see how this goes. But I think that this video is going to be about this is going to be for the girls. If you're a boy, you can watch it too cuz it's helpful. It's not going to be like no Kevin Samuels girl type talk. But I think this is just information that is important for the ladies to know. So, basically, I'm going to start out by saying we all, whether you're male or female, have a masculine side and a feminine side, right? That's what creates the whole. God created you to be a woman on the outside, to be a female on the outside. But the energies in which you embody energetically is a divine feminine side and a divine masculine side, right? So, and I'm also still learning this stuff like everything else, But basically, as a woman, you are meant to, even though you have both energies, right, living inside of you, the divine feminine side of you is meant to live out your everyday life. That's how you're meant to communicate with others and communicate with yourself and deal with yourself. The divine masculine side is more like a light switch. You flip it on and off when you need to get something done. It's not meant to stay on all the time, right? The same with men. Your masculine side, your divine masculine side, is meant to maneuver throughout the world on a day-to-day basis. You do have a divine feminine side, which is creativity, your feelings, your nurturing, that it switches on and off. It's not meant to stay on all the time, and you're not meant to deal with people with that type of energy, right? So, yeah. So I'm gonna speak for the women, but I just want to give that disclaimer first, right? Okay. Like not trying to say, how you're gendered or anything like that, but that is how we were created, like the yin and the yang, to make the complete whole. That is what divine masculine and divine feminine deal with. So, as a divine feminine, right, there are ways in which it is nature for us to maneuver throughout the world and to deal with other people and deal with ourselves. As a divine feminine, you are feeling space. You are nurturing. You are very much so creative. Like you create. That is how you tune into your sacral chakra, your divine energy, is by creating things, right? I say nurture, yeah, you're nurturing. I'm still learning, so this all is just coming to me, but it's those types of characteristics. It's less logical and more so feeling into your being. Also, as a divine feminine, I am, not necessarily, I'm not going to say that I don't lead, but it's more so I sit back and allow myself to be led. Not necessarily by a man, but by the universe. I'm not necessarily trying to manipulate energy in it. Well, of course, yes, manipulate energy, but not trying to manipulate situations in any kind of way, or it's more so surrendering to who you are. Yes, you are directed in your vision. Yes, you are directed in your passions, but it's not necessarily, taking the fast-paced action of it. Divine masculine is more so. That's why you say, you hear people saying, women are in their masculine energy nowadays, because that's real. When you are put in situations where you have to provide for yourself all the time, or when you have to use your logical side of your brain all the time, yes, you're going to find more masculine women. But that's not how we are created to be. We are created to be very, very much so feelings based and creative and taking the angle of tuning in to our inside so that we can flow on the outside. Masculine is tuning into the outside and then tuning into the inside. So, yeah. So, what else do I want to talk about? Basically, like, as a divine feminine also, it's really important to allow yourself to kind of, I don't want to say surrender in the sense of like throw your hands up, but more so not like allowing things to come to you, right? So it's not, you're not in a chasing energy. Chasing is not goddess-like, right? Waiting energy is not goddess-like. You put your desires out into the universe and you allow the blessings to flow back into you without trying to chase or manipulate to get it to come to you faster or to get it to come to you in a way that you think is best for you, right? So, what else? Also, I'm just going to say it, like, knowing that you are the prize, that's goddess energy too. Like, okay, guys, you might have a problem with me saying this, but historically and nature, like, if you look at the things in nature, like the animals and stuff, women, girls, feminine, female is the prize. Men compete, you know, men chase, men court. Women, we just sit back and look pretty and look cute and wait for things to come and attract to us in our reality. Like, literally. And, like, my experience with this, like, once I kind of figured this out and figured out that I get more turmoil in my life, I get, like, what was I saying? Yeah. Checking energy, like checking on them, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, it's not like us as divine feminine are meant to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, like literally. So knowing that you are the prize, embodying this energy of not chasing and being in your divine centered, divine energy, and knowing that all things that are aligned with you, all things that are meant to be, will be. That is what the divine feminine is all about. Oh, I was talking about the animals. Like, literally, if you look at that, like, men are meant to impress, right? They're meant to court, meant to impress us, meant to, you know, flex, all this stuff. We're just meant to sit there and be courted and allow things to come to us. Yeah. It's very interesting, you know? And, excuse me. And society has really placed on us to flip it. Like, if you really pay attention, and it's purposeful, right? Because if you can destroy the family, you can destroy the whole community, right? So it's flipped in society. In culture, it's flipped. It's like trying to get women to embody their masculine energy, trying to get women to chase, trying to get women to defend for themselves, to be all about just their career and not wanting a family or not needing a man, right? But you can't have one without the other. Just like in our own centered energy, we have both energies. We have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us. It's the same as in like a relationship, romantically, literally. You need the balance of both. So when you have a masculine woman, she's going to end up, because you need both, she's going to end up attracting a feminine man. She's not going to be able to attract a masculine man because she is embodying that masculine energy. Same with, the flip side of it. If you have if you are a man embodying your feminine energy, not taking action, trying to, sorry to say it, but acting like you're the prize, doing very feminine-esque things, like, posing, you see guys do wanting to get validation for posting your pictures on the internet. Like, that's very feminine stuff. Like, women get validation. That's what women do. Men give the validation. Men court and try to impress by giving validation to the woman. This is just history. This is just nature of how the man and the woman was created, because we are literally two different species. I don't need to tell y'all this, that literally a man is another species. We are another species, literally. So the ways in which we attract one another to have a harmonious relationship is different. It's not going to, a woman in her masculine energy is not going to be able to feel provided for. That's another thing. Masculine, they provide. Women are provided for. You know how you say a man, I don't know, I'm going to say this wrong, but a man builds the house, the woman makes it a home. Literally, the act of creating. So you got a man providing, making the house, right? And the woman comes in and makes it a whole, multiplies. Same with if you think about your sacral chakra, birth, the man implants the seed sexually into the woman, and the woman makes it a baby. So it's that same type of energy. Okay, that's my dog. It's that same type of energy, just in, courting and dating and relationships and marriage, all of that stuff. He's doing the most right now. But yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Let me think. Fluff's hair. I'm learning this, right? Because I was realizing that I was embodying I was embodying my divine masculine energy, and I was getting resistance in my physical reality when I was showing up in that way. Once I stopped, and yes, shamanically, as a shaman, there are practices that you can do to get in touch with your divine feminine energy. While I was doing that shamanically, I'm learning, girl, this is maybe how you're supposed to act. This is maybe how you're supposed to think, and not try and chase down a man to do certain things. Not try and, overplay your part. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Because the right man, when you are embodying that divine feminine energy, the right masculine man, your divine masculine, will meet up in that reality to find you. Because if not, you're going to be a divine masculine meeting up with your divine feminine in male form, and that's just going to be a disaster. Because that's not how you are naturally meant to show up in the world and communicate with one another. Right? So, yeah, let me know if you like this. If you want me to do more on this topic. Divine masculine and divine feminine energies is very, very interesting. Just knowing that we all have those energies inside of us, but also knowing that we are supposed to use one more than the other depending on how God created us to be on the outside, what biological parts we were born with. That's the energy in which we will be most fulfilled in embodying in this life. Because, I mean, ultimately, you can do whatever you want. If being a masculine woman is working for you, hey, keep doing what you're doing. But I'm telling you, being in your goddess energy will really give you so much more fulfillment and will allow you to bring that fulfillment into your romantic life and meet somebody who is your divine match. Okay. That's it. That's all. Okay, bye.